Hello, it's Jim from the Early Birds. Right, in this video it's going to be how to set up a Rotator Pro account. It's basically, this is a setup, a help setup video for our team build method for our hot project. I'll put the video link below this video for the hot project, just in case you don't know or you haven't seen what I'm talking about. I'm just trying to find my orientation here because I've got three big screens and I don't know which one I'm supposed to be looking at. My camera's in the middle. Anyway, right, where was that? Right, okay, Rotator Pro. Now, this Rotator Pro software, I'll just give you a heads up. I own the script. I bought the script many years ago. I think about 8 years ago or 6 years ago or so, and I hosted on my own server. It's not going anywhere. Server's been paid for, I think, over 3 years, if I remember right. So, you know, you don't have to worry that the server's going to go down, anything like that. It's never gone down since, touch wood, never gone down since we launched it. Like I said, I own it, so you don't have to worry about that side of it. Now, I'd normally charge, I think it's about $80, $90 a year for this software, but if you're watching this video and you're joining our team build, I'm setting it up, I'm giving you an account for free, because, you know, it's a leap of faith, shall we say. So I think if we're giving you a strategy, we need to give you the tools to help you build that strategy. Okay. So if you've watched the first video, if you haven't watched the first video, go below above this link and pause this video, watch that presentation, what I give on review day 2, and then come back to this one, because then it'll all make sense. Okay. So to set up a rotator, basically what you do once you've set up your account, and it's very important when you set up your account, you have to use a username what's going to be appealing, because you see there where it says tools. So this particular account, and you can see there, I use that particular account very often. You see all the different rotator links I've got going on in there. Now I use it. When you set up your account, give some thought on the username. It's very important, because it shows up in the URL of the team build of your rotator link. I'm just having a look now what it is actually. So it'll be the earlybirdsrotator.com go / / I always get mixed up, and then your username, whatever it is. So, you know, it's very important to username and then your portal name. Okay, so I think I'm messing this video up a little bit, but we'll go with the flow, shall we say. So anyway, once you set up your account, create portal. Okay, very easy. So the username, that's you. Obviously that's me. So now the portal name, that's going to be part of your URL. So we'll just go portal name test, just an example in this one, test 1. Just call it test 1. Okay, so this is when you're creating the portal, you have to create a name, and it'll be part of the URL of your rotator link for this particular project. Okay, so make sure, again, think carefully, don't put anything daft in there, because you want people to click it. Description, again, click the question marks. This question marks, they're very, you know, it just gives you an idea of what it is. But just if you get stuck, just click the question marks, a little pop-up will come up. So the default URL. This URL is, let's say you turn off all your rotators, all your rotator links in that rotator, it'll go to your default. So you want, basically, I would suggest, if you say, just an example, if you go to your, get your link for your 4Q Life link, should we say? I think that's probably the best bet, because this video is helping you set up a rotator for that. And then just put in there default URL, and like I said, if you pause all your URLs or delete them or whatever, for whatever reason, in your rotator, it'll show the default. Okay, so that basically, to be honest, that's all I do. Description, you can put in there Q for life. You don't have to. It's basically to help you remember. And then you just create portal. Default currently disabled. We'll just leave it like that for now. So once we've created it, successfully created, and then we'll go back. I'll take you to the just to manage user. So we'll go over. So that's the account there. What I'm using there, just an example. Manage portals. create the you have a play around with this. You kind of go there. You go. So there's the portal. So test 1. Okay. So we'll go over here, test 1, and we'll manage destinations. Okay. So this is if you manage destinations. So we'll put in. So we'll add somebody to the rotator because at the minute there's nobody in that rotator. You've got the rotator link, but there's nobody in it. If you promoted the rotator link now, it will go to the default what you put in when you set it up. So default destination name, let's just say Jim Watts, and then the URL. Okay, so the URL I'll put my own in there, and then over here enable. Make sure that's enabled, and that's it. Just leave it like that. You know, you don't have to overcomplicate this. It's very easy. So now you've got your rotator. Okay, so if you give that a little plus sign, that's your rotator. It does say HTTP, but you can use HTTPS, so just add an S in there, and because it is on a secure server. But to be honest, I'll be truthful. I don't want to mess around with the script because I don't want to mess it up. I know it works perfect the way it is. I dare say that it'll be easy to fix, but I'll have to get to it one day. But just literally stick an S if you want on the URL when you're posting it around, and it works fine. So anyway, that's your rotator link. So we'll just copy that. We'll go to a new page, and we'll paste that URL in there, and then bang, that's it. So basically, you're posting, you're posting this link. Example, this link, but you can put the S in there as well, on all your banners, all your website posts, all your Facebook posts, Twitter posts, traffic exchanges, every single place you use your rotator link. And if you're not using Early Birds rotator link software, then you can use whatever software you're doing. Stick to that principle. Literally promote that link forever. Okay. And that's very powerful because what happens is down the road, and like I said in that first video, when you get a direct, you add the destination. Just an example, you add the destination. For this example, I'm just going to put the same link in it. I'll just, where's the link? Sorry. Normally you put your directs referral link. I'm just doing this as a test to give you an idea. Destination name, test 2, just an example. And again, make sure it's enabled, and then add destination. And now you see we've got 2. Test 1, test 1. Right, there you go, Jim Watson, test 2. The portal name's test 2. Remember, whatever you show, again, click you see there, it's Early Birds Rotator Tools, because that's my username, and then test 1, because that's the portal name. So that's the rotator link that you're going to promote everywhere else. But that's basically it. And then, as you get in your directs, you add the destination, and then you can see here, just an example, if you want to edit this, let's say I've got my 2 directs in that project. We'll click over here, edit, and then we'll just go over this status, disable, okay, and update. Now what that'll do is, you can actually do that from here as well. Just move that out of the way a second. You can do that as well from here. If you just an example there, I've just switched this one off. So what would happen then is, your rotator link, what you've plastered all over the place, instead of rotating between those 2, it'll just show that one because I've disabled the first one. But you can do it from here. You can just click there, and then with the drop-down menu, enable the selected destination, disable or delete, reset the counters. There's lots of little cool features in there. But basically, I want to keep this video stupid simple. It's very, very easy. I'll just enable that just for a second, just to give you an idea. So now I've enabled it. I'll just quickly refresh the rotator link. So I'll just put that rotator link in there, and let's have a look who it lands on. Well, what's going to land on me, because I put both my links. But you know what I mean. Have a play around with it. It's very, very easy to use. Very simple. Okay. So if you have any questions, I'll post this in Early Birds. If you have any questions, just comment below. It's very, very easy. If you want just an example, when one of your directs has got their 2 directs, instead of deleting them, you just go over here, give them a tick, drop down menu, disable. Okay, because you may need that need that information later. Disable, press go, and now you switch them off. So you can see in your back office who's got how many hits. The ignored hits is your IP address. Okay, it won't. When you see something over here, ignored hits, it won't. It doesn't want to mess, because the software knows that you're looking up the information regularly, what's going on in there, so it doesn't class you as a hit, so you can get a good idea of who's getting what. You may want to give somebody a bit extra help. Let's just say Jim Watts needs some help, and this test 2's doing okay, and so you could go over here and you can say edit. This is quite another cool feature, and you can go over here, weight. So at the minute it's weighted 1, which is the normal. Let's say I weighted 2. So now that particular link would get twice as many hits in that rotator. Very handy. If you're selling rotator spots on software, on a project, and someone buys 2 spots, you can weight them 2. If someone buys 3, you can weight them 3. So you can run in the same rotator link, but if person A wants to buy 1 rotator spot and person B wants to buy 5 rotator spots, then you weight person B 5, because he's paid for 5 spots. And you weight rotator person 1, the person A, should we say, load them 1. That's another. There's lots of little bits and bobs in there. Color scheme, if you don't like the black and the plain color, I think leather was quite an interesting one. Leather was a bit boring. Grey. I don't even use the colors. I should really. So you can make them. It just makes it a little bit more attractive to look at. But give us a shout when you've watched this video. If you want to Rotator Pro software for free and you're a member of our team build in the Q4 project, then I'll give you it for free. Absolutely free. Okay? Well, I won't give it for free if you're not a member of our team build. You don't have to be a member of Jim, watch out. If you're a member of any of our team, your sponsors, any of our team, you get that for free. Okay? And you can use it for, you're going to have, I think it's 50 rotator links if I remember right. I honestly can't remember. It's been that many years since I set it up. But it tells you in the back office how many rotators you're allowed to use, how many links you're allowed to put in there. I don't think you'll be stuck, put it that way. You'll have plenty usage of that particular software. Okay? Give us a shout if you need any more info.